What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing, the tactics used by the reps to recruit you, all of that stuff. And yeah, it's going to be a wild one today, you guys. So just brace yourselves. I know you saw the thumbnail. I also just realized the shirt that I'm wearing. X-Empire. So if you'd like to grab one, you can find it in the link in my video description, along with the link to my podcast, social media. Here's my handles. You can follow me. That would be great. If you have not already subscribed to my channel here, I would love for you to do that as well. Shout out to all of the members. Shout out to all of you viewers. Drop your commentary below, and without further ado, let's get started. So today's video is an update that Jessie Lee gave on, I don't know what social media platform, probably all of them, all at the same time, talking about her inner circle coaching that she's about to launch. Yeah, it's interesting. So we're gonna watch it together. You can drop your commentary, but again, let's keep it respectful. No ad hominem attacks. We don't do that. I'm literally going to say that on every video because that's just not how we get down. So let's watch it together, shall we?
It's Jessie Lee going #Bosslee. I'm home. Oh my God, Dallas, Texas. Woo! Frisco, Texas, whatever. So, hi, it's a quick update. First of all, there's going to be a lot of lives today because today is my 5-year termination anniversary for my first network marketing company. And I have a lot of stories.
You know what's weird is why she feels like that was a turning point in her career. I think that's what she's alluding to here. But why keep celebrating that? It seems so odd to me. I got terminated too. Guess what? Bye, Modair. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going.
Stories that I want to tell, and a lot of distinctions and a lot of coaching moments from that, and things that maybe if you're in the middle of a storm and you need some coaching and directive through that, I think I can definitely give you a lot of perspective when it comes to that, because it's been 5 years now since the craziest, most unexpected day probably of my whole life, and so I want to share that. Now, today is the 17th of August, which is not the 15th of August. And so if you've been refreshing your emails and refreshing your Instagram stories 1,000 times like me, I want to give you a quick update. And if you guys can help me kind of share this when people ask questions, what's going on, I want to give you kind of like a very, top fan, Nikki, woo!
I remember I used to go live like this, and it was like there was no breathing. I feel like just take a breath. It's all good.
I don't know, like a very quick explanation of what's going on. So I knew I wanted to launch this. I told the world, and I've been figuring it out. So when I announced,
I don't know if you guys know this, but that probably was a little head nod to Eric Worre, because that's what Eric says. Tell the world, figure it out. Tell the world, figure it out. That's what he says.
I was going to launch this less than a month ago. There was no marketing team. There was no anything. And I had just reached, happy birthday to everybody. I just reached out to a marketing team that was recommended to me to build it out. But I didn't know what I was doing, you know, and I coach you guys on that all the time. You should write that down. That's definitely a note. You should write that down.
Write what down? That there was no marketing team? Her tan looks great, though. Love that for her.
Tell the world and figure it out. Okay. So even though nothing's perfect, even though whatever, we're a couple days behind already, like it doesn't really matter. Like you guys have so much access to my content. I'm going to keep going live. I have a really good training I'm going to do today for sure, no matter what live. So just check that out, obviously free. And so it's like, you know what? No one's going to die that I'm kind of telling the world and figuring it out all messed up. Like I almost think there's some charm to it. I hope it inspires you to say, oh my gosh, like if Jessie Lee can tell the world, figure it out and make a disaster.
It's inspiring me to tell you to take a breath, and it's okay to breathe because you're human. That's okay.
I could do it too in my business. So anyway, what's happened is so I hired this marketing company, and I know I want to run cold ads. So if you don't already know, my warm market is all of you, right? Y'all are my people. Y'all are the Lee Hive. I know there's literally 1,000 of you, I don't know, maybe more than that are like, let's go, let's go, let's go, take my money. My DMs are
1,000? I wonder where that number came from, because if you have, I don't know, what does she have, like 300,000 followers on Instagram? That doesn't, and like 10,000 plus team members, that I'm sure she's going to be selling this to her team members. I bet she's not supposed to. This is just my opinion, not stating it as a fact. But I bet that's going to happen. Interesting.
crazy. And everything's built out. Everything's built out by me, by the way. The marketing team doesn't own anything, right? It's all me. It's all my brain. It's all everything.
It's being built out by you? You're the one building this out? Just like you were the one that built Betty the Bot? Because we know that's not accurate. This is very interesting. This is very interesting.
Emails are me. Everything's me. And
the body language, though, the cough right after, everything's me. Why, if it's your coaching program, why do you feel the need to say this is all me, unless it's not?
So we got to the finish line where I had to sign the paperwork with my lawyers. My lawyers call me on the morning of the 15th, and they're like, don't sign this contract. And I'm like, what do you mean don't sign the contract? I'm so excited. We can sign the contract and then we can launch and it's going to be amazing. And he goes, yeah, but first of all, they want to own all of your intellectual property. They want to say that they own your brain. Don't sign it. I'm like, wait, what? Ooh. You know, like contracts. You know, I don't really read contracts. Like, this is why you hire a good lawyer. He goes, second of all, they want 50% of everything you sell. I'm like, of everything I sell from like the Lee Hive, like the people who have been waiting forever, like I can't give them 50, like that doesn't even make sense. Like they can't take, like that doesn't make sense, really sad. You know, like this is my brain for 12 years.
Why does she make her voice so high like that? Never in the time that I have spent with her have I seen her, I don't know how I want to word this, take on this personality. I guess that's the best way to say that.
That can't work. My lawyer's like, don't sign it. Then they wanted me to sign a non-compete that says I can't put out any other educational content with anybody else for 2 years. And my lawyer's like, hell no, hell no, hell no. I'm like, but I don't know how to build a funnel, and I don't know how to build a page, and I don't know how to do payment processing. And my lawyers are like, wait, what? No, like the Lee Hive will understand. They will roll.
Okay, so she's going to be running funnels. This is so interesting. I have a story about this. It's so interesting that she is going to be doing funnels. Not that I want to bring her ex into this conversation, but her ex, we're not going to name him here. If you put his name in the comments of this, I will delete it. Don't do it, okay? It's not about him. However, he was very much into ClickFunnels, went to ClickFunnels training, and she sat here in my house and said it was stupid. He was at this training and she was like, yeah, ClickFunnels, blah, 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 whatever. She also said the same thing about TikTok. She was like, TikTok, yeah, nobody's going to make any money on it. It's interesting watching her on TikTok. Also, now she's going to do funnels. That's so interesting.
With you, they are so loyal. They will be fine. They will be fine. They will be fine. They just said, you know what, just like take the time. So we'll negotiate the contract. So it's in negotiations with lawyers. That's just the total transparent, 100% honest what's going on.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the Elamir launch. Oh yeah, we're going to tell the world and we're going to figure it out. And then there were all these production issues and all of these problems. This is giving that same kind of energy. It's very interesting. You guys let me know what you think.
So my lawyers are going back with, we'll pay you for the page you built. You're not getting any money on the warm market. Any of the cold market you can have a percentage of. So running the ads, I'll pay you to run ads, and then I'll pay you a percentage of the sales of the cold market that's never met me before, right? So anyway, So of course, Fraser Brooks, I'm just gonna give a shout out. Woo, woo, woo! So Fraser, Fraser's my accountability partner. I got on a call with him yesterday. He's been doing funnels and education like I'm gonna be doing for a really long time, right? And it doesn't matter how many millions of dollars in sales he's sold through his funnels, but
Oh, okay. This all makes sense now.
it's a lot. And he's like, Jesse Lee, no, no, no. So there is that. So I just want to update you. The backup plan is officially in process. So I've hired with a retainer a separate funnel to be built just in case. Like I still want to work with this marketing team if they're able to renegotiate all the contracts. Okay. So and look, I didn't know. Like if you guys don't tell me what you do,
So those emails that you guys were getting that a lot of you sent, every single email she sent, that's all part of her funnel. That's lead generation. So why did this pause? This pause right now. Okay. But that's how she's creating an email list, if you will. And I'm curious. Okay, here's I was trying to tap dance around it. I'm not. Let's go. So what's interesting about this is that one of the emails that she talked about was you either, you follow me on social media or you have opted in on one of my stories or something like that. I can name you, not that I'm going to because they are private citizens. They are not considered public figures. I can name you 5 former team members of hers that she has blocked on social media on all of the platforms that are getting these emails. My question is, where is she getting their emails? Well, one of the steps with Betty the Bot, this is just my theory. I could be off, but this is my theory. Again, not stating it as fact. But one of the steps that for Betty the Bot, her training bot that her ex created with another Empire team member, was to provide email address, and it was like answer all these questions about you so that she could send stuff out. And I'm just wondering, do you guys think because she is sending these emails to former team members that she has blocked on social media, do you think that she might be pulling it from that Betty the Bot? It was like a Google document. Right. I know. Let that sink in for a second. Yeah. Pretty sure that Prove It does not like team members being sold to. They had some sort of a clause. I'll have to look into that for some follow-up on this. But yeah, anyways, let's keep going.
I know that I could have hired you or whatever, right? I went through a referral that was highly recommended. So, but it doesn't matter. Like I don't have anything. There's no problem with this marketing team. It's just their contract was a little bit psychotic. So we have a backup plan just in case. So I know y'all are waiting. Trust me when I say I am waiting. I've been over here like praying and like whatever. And I just know that it's not in my timing. Like this is totally a God's timing thing. This is you know what? I did a really good job of promoting it. I know everyone was excited for the 15th, the 15th, the 15th, the 15th, the 15th, the 15th, the 15th. And it's just going to take a little longer than the 15th. But I think we're going to be okay. Everything's already done though. It's all my brain. So all of it's done. All the branding stuff, all of the event stuff is done. All of the marketing stuff is done. Like me training you on marketing, me on training you on social media, me with all of it. So it's all done. Like it's all ready to go. I just have to wait for the actual page to be built or a contract to be signed. So don't worry about it. If you don't already know, because there's some of you are jumping on, you're like, wait, what is launching? I don't know what's happening. The Bosslee Inner Circle was supposed to launch on the 15th of August. It was not able to. I love y'all, Turn Up Squad. I love you so much. It was not able to be launched on the 15th, but it will be launched very, very soon, very, very soon, very, very soon. I really appreciate you allowing me to be human. I hope you guys don't think this is some weird marketing thing that I am over here oh, let me bring them along and get them really.
Is she okay?
Excited. No, it has nothing to do with that. I really wanted to launch on the 15th of the month. but whatever, everything happens exactly how it's supposed to, and I'm just so thankful for everything. So Bosslee Inner Circle is launching, Bosslee Elite is still launching, and the masterminds are still launching. Everything is still launching. Everything's built out. Everything's my brain. Everything's all mine. And so
it's giving toxic positivity. Everything is great. Everything is awesome. Ugh. Why does she keep emphasizing everything is hers? Why do you guys think she's emphasizing that?
I hired a marketing team that I think that they're used to working with people that just don't read contracts, which also is me, but my lawyers do read contracts. So we'll see if we can get everything. So here's the thing: is it might launch today. Like if we take the edits back today from my lawyer and they say yes, let's launch it, then it will launch today. And so that's really exciting and really, really, really exciting. Thank you for saying I'm so real. Like this is so real. This is so real. You know, you're inspirational and real. Thank you.
How long do you think, if this contract does go through, how long do you guys think she's going to work with this company? Because we've seen people that she has hired, they don't typically, allegedly, stick around very long. I wonder why that might be.
And then if it's not today, it's coming like super, super soon. Like super, 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 super soon. And I can't wait. So thank you for rolling with me. There's a ton of, guys, like tons of training today. So make sure you have notifications turned on for me on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want to watch me, because I have a training on distinctions from 5 years after termination. I have a training I want to tell you guys about, huge coachable moment from when I was just in Cancun. Massive training on that. That one will blow your team's minds. It's all written out. I have it all outlined. You guys are going to love that.
Is it going to blow people's minds like your deck of cards training that other companies have done before you? I'm just curious.
Training, it'll be for everybody, not paid, free, just like always. And yeah, so at least 2 more trainings coming, and then I can do a tea time if you guys want to, because I do have a lot of trials to pack, and if you want a lot of tea, y'all know how you get a lot of tea. The more trials there are, the longer I stay on the live video. And
oh, okay. So this is, in my opinion, her marketing strategy. That's gross.
Tell you stories. So if you don't think there is any tea from a month in Europe, then you must be new to the Jessie Lee show. But anyway, so links in the bio for everything. The Bosslee Inner Circle link does not exist yet. You haven't missed anything. And if you guys can do me a huge favor, you're so good at this. But anytime there's any comments like, hey, where's the link? Where's the link? Where's the link? If I miss the question, you know, because there's so many comments and my DMs are crazy. If you guys can just let anybody know, like, hey, it's coming, there's just a little bit of delay or whatever, I would really, really appreciate that. Because
is she really asking people to answer messages about her coaching program, or not messages, comments about her coaching program? But I thought you responded to everybody. What? So you want these people to work for you for free? Yeah, that tracks.
I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to ignore anyone. It's just there have been, this isn't an exaggeration, there have been hundreds of you like, where's the link? And I love you so much. It makes me so appreciative.
I thought you said 1,000 earlier. Now it's hundreds.
So yes, I earned the trip to Cancun that I just went on. That was a company trip. It was for top people. And then they opened it up to the whole company, but I had already won it at the top tier, of course. I'm still number 1 in Prove It, guys. Okay, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still number 1, number 1, number 1, number 1, number 1, number 1. I'm number 1 in the world in Prove It. I'm the number 1 network marketer. Nothing has changed. I'm not quitting anything. I'm adding. I'm more of like an addition and a multiplier. Okay, I'm addition and multiplication. I don't do much division and subtraction. That's not really my kind of mathematics. So everything is getting elevated. Nothing is getting taken away. So thanks again, guys, for rolling with me. Thanks for understanding. If you have questions, feel free to comment them, but this is not some weird marketing tactic of mine like, let's keep them delayed.
No, that's just your tea time.
Not at all. I'm ready to coach you guys. And either way, it doesn't it's not going to stop when we were going to start training. We're starting training on September 6th, no matter what. That's always going to be the launching training date. So this was just, I just wanted to have 2 weeks of open enrollment was my idea. And we're just going to have less than 2 weeks of open enrollment, but it's okay. I know y'all are just ready to go anyway. And so that's the story. That's what's going on. I'm going to go to the gym now to add some muscles. Just kidding. But y'all are incredible. And all of these, okay, by the way, Beauty by Mel, give her a shout out. She literally made a collage where it's like her face. She's so excited. I screenshot it and sent it to my executive assistant. And my face is in the corner. And she's like, can't wait for the Bosslee Inner Circle to launch. And I was like, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm so appreciative for you guys. So enrollment will be opening as soon as possible. This is a short live, so you can rewatch the beginning to explain what's been going on. But that's the truth. I got nothing to hide from you guys. And messy action, messy action, messy action. I am not capping the Inner Circle. I am capping the Elite. So there's a different tier. Elite is capped because Elite is going to have one-on-one coaching and a lot more in-depth kind of stuff. They get extra Zooms. They get extra.
I wonder if on these coaching Zooms and such, if she's going to be staring down at her phone the whole time like she typically does on training calls. I'm just curious. Asking for a friend.
Extra coaching. They get a lot of extra stuff. So you guys will see all the different tiers of that. It's coming out ASAP.
You know what this reminds me of? Remember when we first went on my channel and JJ's channel, when we first started talking about Elamir, and there was that pre-launch on like the 4th of July, and they were talking about, you know, we're going to buy a yacht. We're going to put the yacht on Lake Mead, and you could feel like the greed. You could feel the, oh my God, we're going to make so much money off of these people. That's what this feels like to me. That's the energy that I am feeling. You guys let me know what you think, but
And if you have questions, I'm just a DM away. Y'all are bloody awesome too, Kylie. So I love you guys very much. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.
Oh God, that was a lot. That was a lot. How are you guys doing? Let's check in first. I need to make sure you guys are good. Yeah, I just need to make sure I'm good. I hope you guys are too. That was a wild ride of a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I honestly have no words because of the energy, the over and over proclamations of this is my stuff, I'm ready, I have everything done, and and it's just this chaotic talking about herself, which we typically see, in my opinion, with her. But oh man. Anyways, I can't wait to see your commentary. Drop it below. I know you guys have been. And don't join an MLM. Don't join an MLM. Don't join her coaching program. Don't do that. If you haven't already subscribed, feel free to subscribe. I would love for you to give me a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for being here. Bye, everybody.